Good evening, greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP, greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us to the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Badul Das. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is Social and Nursery for International Educational and Training Institute. In last 3 years, we already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to engage one skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to student, job seeker, job holder, and also for learner the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, is a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, award, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 million for free, like they don't portfolio as a resume builder, cover letter motivation platform for knowledge which can update all day. Each learning game, website, free course, convert sites, and many more. We help to empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program, webinar, and offline online courses for you, the learner by professional trainers, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by global renewed professionals to develop all kind of youth and promote the education of their abilities and personal experience is crucial for this state of global professional. We believe that knowledge is level, light, and vision. So we try to understand needs of today's generation and we serve them with research and practice method. We must have a genuine concern for diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention friends and box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 2,121 webinars successfully. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, you already completed 2,121 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We change and design our website www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you'll be benefited. We already launched our new website where you can find all our previous activities together, lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account or login, you cannot enjoy our service. So create your account for once with proper information. Note that with proper information, you will enjoy. With mismanagement, you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace slide. You have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified certificate. Now it's easier and time only because after the session we will not provide you any code for certification. You have to register certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam and immediately you pass. If you're an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate, speakership certificate. If you're a host of IGP, you can download certificate of gratitude. If you're an online life quiz competition winner, you can download a certificate of participation. If you're selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participate in any award function which organized combined support with IGP, you can download that also. You can still prepare and download any test certificate from our website within a minute. Certificate of Global Professional Membership, Certificate of Global Influence in the Pandemic, Certificate of Active Knowledge Seeker, Certificate of Social Activities in the Pandemic, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2020, 2021 and 2022, Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 1, Authentic Assessment in Teaching and Learning, Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 2, Teaching English Foreign Language and Assessment, Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 3, do Certificate of Participation in Webinar Series 4, the new training education. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 5, Upper Skill Official Leadership and Management Skills, Certificate for Participation Webinar Series 6. Training and Innovation in Mathematics Education, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 7, Research and Comprehension Approach, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 8. Art in Teaching and Spatial Programming the Arts, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 9, 21st Century Teaching Mathematics, Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador, Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1000+ international level courses with verified certificate. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, health tips for teens, Gamification tools for teacher. You can join IGP alumni. You can check out our prepared student services website for free and many more. Dear IGP well-wisher, we promised previously, but lack of technical problem may late sending on time. This is a good opportunity to collect your previous condition. We'll solve all issues from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything. You check the rule for all webinar details. This is a cordial request to check all button and pages website. Should like and the benefit. Thank you, but note that without an account or login, you cannot enjoy ourselves. At present, we are going to start our 2122 webinar, which name is Ideal Science Teaching in 21st Century. And today our Miss Speaker name is Miss Namrata Pritam Chaudhary. She is from India. Before I hand over this to our speaker, ma'am, I'll share a little bit about her. Senior Secretary Coordinator for the International School ISC, Pimpri, Pune. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Welcome, ma'am. Ma'am, the stage is yours.
Thank you.
You can start your presentation now.
Okay. Thank you. Hello. Okay. I'm Namrata Chaudhary from Pune. I'm working as a senior secondary coordinator at Koda International School ISC. Today I came with a new innovative topic, that is ideal science teaching in the 21st century. So first I wanted to explain why we should implement the new methods to for our teaching in the 21st century, because we need to understand that nowadays we are teaching to the different generations. We are teaching mostly we are teaching the Z generation. What is the generation of these children? They born, the children who born roughly between the 1997 and to 1997 to 2012. They are they are said to be the Z generation. What is their most important things that, or what is their characteristic? Their characteristic is, this is the first generation to grow up entirely in the digital age with access to the smartphones, social media, and instant information. See here, whenever we are nowadays whenever we are dealing with our students day by day, we came to know that they are very tech savvy. They are easily, they can handle these smartphones, social media, and instant information. They don't like, if we are giving the homework to them, they don't like to read the book, they don't want to search the answers in the book, but they like to search the answers through the smartphones. They are using the different type of social media. So this type of generation, if you see our generation and this generation, we have the gap. Our generation was totally believing in the reading and comprehension, but this generation is most likely they you like to use the smartphones, social media, and instant information. They are known for their strong tech savviness, multiculturalism, and concern for the social justice issues. Means they are raising always one question, always whatever the things we are telling them. If the parents or we teacher are telling them to do this or do not do don't do that, so they are always raising the questions. They are also having, they need that, they, whenever you are handling the teenage, you can find out all these things when you handle them. In education, they often prefer the personalized and experiential learning methods or the opportunities. Yes, nowadays this generation like to get the experimental learning opportunities. They don't like the traditional method of the learning. Now we will see about the alpha generation, born roughly from 2013 onwards. The alpha generation children are the children, they born from the 2013 onwards. So the alpha generation is still young, but they are growing up in the increasingly digital and interconnected world. Yes, they are living in the interconnected world. They are likely to be more comfortable with the technology and may have the different expectations from the education as compared to the previous generations. Yes, means now you can see, whenever we are teaching to the students who are from the generally from they are from the fifth standard or fifth, sixth, seven, eight, fifth standard, fourth standard, second standard, fourth standard. When we are dealing with them, we can understand, we can observe all these things in them. Yes, they are very young, but still they are growing up increasingly, increasingly digital and interconnected with the world. They are more comfortable with the technology. And if you will see that nowadays the students not, they are not ready to write, but yes, if you will say them, yes, you have to prepare this topic through the PPT presentation or something else different which is related with the technology, they will do it. Definitely they will do it. And if you ask them to present or something else very nicely, so why that's why we are dealing with this type of children, that is alpha generation and Z generation. That's why we need to change our teaching methodology. And that's why I picked this um, topic, that teaching in the 21st century, ideal science teaching in the 21st century. Now we'll see what is the different approach that we are finding in the traditional approach of teaching approach and the modern teaching approach. So teacher central, the traditional was the teacher central centered approach. We were, it's a totally teaching was depend on the entirely centered on the teacher. But modern teaching approaches is depend on the student center approach. They have the student centered approach, because we can see there are different type of learners are present. Some are very some are very easily they can handle the technology, and that some are not. Some need to uh, to get that topic by reading many a times or something else. So there are different type of learners. In a tradition, we were saying the rote memorization, the at when the previous time, the memorization based techniques, the teachers were giving the this preference to the rote memorization. Yes, the concept clarity was there, but still the rote memorization was, means you need to learn this, you need to by heart it or something else as like. So opposite of it, nowadays in the modern education system, what we need to add up, that is a critical thinking and a problem solving. Yes, these children don't like to do that, to memorize the things, to take to learn the number of questions or something else, but they like to solve, they like to develop their critical thinking and a problem solving skill by using the given knowledge, by using the textual knowledge. In the traditional method, the passive learning was there, but here in this modern approach, the interactive and the collaborative learning we can see. the interactive and the collaborative learning. Yes, they like to be in the group, they like to discuss, or they are interact mostly they are learning in the interactive session. But last time in the tradition it was not. There was yes, the collaborative learning was there, but mostly the passive learning was a part of traditional teaching approach. Next, subject centered. Traditional teaching was the subject centered, but the modern approach was the is the integrated curriculum. It's a integrated curriculum. Integrated means that most of the subjects are interconnected with each other, and in this way they like to learn. Assessment, now in the traditional type of teaching methods we are using the assessment with the examinations, but here the diverse assessment methods we can implement. Diverse assessment method, you can see that in the COVID period we what we used for the examinations, we use the Google Forms, Google Sheet, there was Zoom meeting, there was Google Meet and something else. So this type of diverse type of the assessment method is being used in this the new modern approach. Next, the methods of ideal science teaching in the 21st century. Now we will discuss the which type of different methods we can utilize in our daily daily teaching. So hands on the experiment and inquiry based learning. Encourage students, we have to encourage students to explore the scientific concept through the hands-on experiments and inquiry-based activities. If you will tell them to write the experiment, to write the material required, write the procedure, draw the diagram, they will not. I'm damn sure in the class if you will explain them, out of that only few children will concentrate on it. But if you are going with the your little bit experimental setup, for example whatever the things you have to show, the depth, the pressure is increases with the depth in case of water. So that if you will bring one bottle, the utensil, something else, bowl and something, if you'll take the if you'll take in the class and if you'll conduct the activity, they will understand it in the different way, and it will be very effective as compared to the writing methods. So this approach fosters curiosity, critical thinking and problem solving skills. Now as soon as you are taking this the teaching this type of the topic, then start with the experiment, and after the experiment where we can use this, for example the where why we need to study this topic. Basically, for example, if you will think about, just I gave you the example about the uh, pressure is increases with the depth, and so it can be used for the submarines or some as like experience as like examples we can give it to the students. They provide opportunities for them to ask questions, design investigations, gather data, analyze result and draw the conclusions. I do use this method whenever I'm teaching the to the students. I'm using some type of experiments, and after that I'm telling them one, you gather the data of something, and once in a week you should tell them what is going on, new investigations, that week, every week once at least. Nowadays I make them habitual, so students are waiting for that day where ma'am can say us whatever the new inventions are there. Or if you are not getting any inventions, I do agree in our busy schedule sometimes we are not getting, but something interesting we should tell them beyond the textbook. For example, the lesson was going on, there was I'm the chemistry teacher, and when I was teaching the chemistry, I told them the chemical approach or the chemistry behind the Rupert's drop. So Rupert's drop is well known, it's a suddenly cooled, it is also called as the glass tear of glass or something else. So something interesting if you will tell them, then why it's getting break when you will break the tail of it, why it's not getting burn if you will use the hammer also, still the Rupert drop will not break. What is the scientific reason behind it? So that also we can explain to the students. So why it is so, to um, to make them understand the deeper concept, the to even when we are asking the questions, allow them to ask the questions, and we can check their understanding of for that particular topic. Technology integration. Now, how we can implement the technology, technology in our teaching? Utilize the various technical tools such as stimulations, virtual labs, multimedia presentations, and educational apps to enhance the teaching and learning experience. These tools make abstract concept more tangible and engaging. Yes. Nowadays I'm teaching to the student the periodic table, and in that periodic table one app is there, so I took the help of application. I'm using the visualizer in our school. All the advanced labs are present, so I'm showing them directly the that particular app, and from that particular app, if they wish, because students are very curious about that, they don't know the long form and all the whole and soul information about that element. So whatever they wish, they can click on that and they can read the information about. So I made the groups of the students, and then the students, for example, lanthanide and actinide series, the actinide series, lanthanide series, or D block element, S block element. So according to the group, that group should know the information about the that whole and soul family, for example S block elements or something else, and they have to represent, they have to explain that, they have to present themselves for that particular. So or the peer can ask the questions to them. Maybe one interesting question I like to tell. One student was not interested, he was not interested much and more in the chemistry. So he asked how to memorize it, how to memorize the D block element or something else. So they one of my student have explained how to memorize. He made one rhyme on that, and that was very easy, and he was very happy. So I was like the problems, and they are also finding the solutions on that. Even we can use the virtual labs. O labs are there, or Amrita labs are there, or different. There are different. If you will just Google it, you will get a number of websites where you will get such type of the ready-made things. Even multimedia presentations. Yes, as actually our school is giving us the multimedia, and if I wish to add up, then we can also add it. So many things I am also adding in that. Collaborative learning, promote collaboration among students through group projects, discussions, and peer teaching. Yes, peer teaching. For example, one of uh, most of the time, what happens in the chemistry or any another, so for example, physics or mathematics, we are getting some students cannot understand the word problems. Then what we can do from that? What we can do with that? How we can improve the students? So peer teaching is one of the best method that works very well. If you will just keep them in a group and tell them to solve each other's problem, whatever the one of good student, or the student who is every student is good, no one is bad, but they, if that person, that student is very clear with the concept of the um, word problems and that, so one of the students who know it, we can keep it in that group, and then they can discuss, they can analyze, and they can teach each other. Collaborative learning encourages communication skills, teamwork, and sharing of diverse perspectives. Yes, the collaborative learning encourages encourages communication skill, teamwork, and sharing of diverse perspective. Yes, if the knowledge are we from the tradition from every tradition is teaching us that whenever the knowledge, if you have the knowledge, and knowledge is increasing by sharing, so we need to tell our students the same. Next, the STEM integration. Yes, nowadays it's a trend, it's a need of the time. Integrate science with the technology, engineering, and the mathematics disciplines to demonstrate interdisciplinary connections and real world applications. Encourage students in the hands on projects that require them to apply knowledge from the multiple domains, solve complex questions or the complex situations or the problems. See what happens here, the STEM technology, for example, mathematics. A simple example, I'm not telling you very high example, the simple example I'm telling you. In ninth standard syllabus, if you'll see, they have the Pythagoras theorem, they know the hexagon, they know the rhombus, they know many things about the mathematical geometrical shape. So can we use all this knowledge to make one lantern or something else that we use it for the decoration. So as like different things we can implement so that they can use the pi day. We have celebrated very good the pi day. That the pi, if you will calculate the value of pi, it will be same. If you will take any circle, different type of circle which have the different radius diameter, still you will get the pi, value of the pi. If you will calculate the value of pi, you will get the same. So as like there's something technology and engineering with the and mathematics we need to implement. Next, the projects based learning, it is also called as PBL. Implement project based learning activities where the students work collaboratively on extended authentic projects related to scientific scientific topics. BPL promotes students engagement, autonomy, and development of the 21st century skills such as communication and creativity. Means implementation of project based, what will happen if you'll give the project. Our computer teacher, I would like to say that computer teacher gave very nice project in our school, that they have to make the 3D model of the Konark Sun temple. So the students took very this idea, and we can observe that all these most of the students did it very well because they are tech savvy and they took the interest in that. If you will tell the students to learn the computers, they will not learn. They are not ready to learn because the theoretical, as compared to the theoretical thing, they like the practical things. But BPL promotes the students engagement. Yes, we are engaging them. So if you will engage them, they are hyperactive, so we need to engage them. So it also leads the problem solving skill. Multimodal instructions utilize a variety of instructional methods and multimedia resources, including videos, stimulations, interactive websites, and virtual labs to cater to diverse learning styles and preferences. Say multimodal instructions utilize a variety of instructional methods, and instructional method means, for example, problem solving skill. Now if you will implement one of experience, I would like to tell one of my experience. Newly we have implemented the robotics in school, and in that robotics they we gave them the sensors. We gave them some sensors. So in that kit there was a skin sensor. And then what happened to the small kids, they were observing the small kids, the junior kg, senior kg, nursery kids. They were coming, they were going in the washroom, and by mistake they were keeping their tap open. So how to tackle with this, because we are teaching that we should save the water. So what we gave them topic that we have to use this sensor clip, and that how we are getting in the malls, that whenever you are keeping your hands under the uh, tap, the water comes, and when you are withdrawing it, it will also getting stopped. So that type of, the students tried it well. So in the initial state it's not new, I'm not telling that it's new, but at least they are trying, they are observing it, right? They are, whenever they are going with their parents, with the parents in the mall, they are also observing many things. Many hotels also is as like, many schools are also as like. So incorporate visual, auditory, and kinesthetic elements to enhance their understanding, and to clear their and the relations of the scientific concepts on that. So it's a multimodal instruction, it works very well. So we can also use a different type of the including videos to show them videos. For example, you are teaching to the students the sonometer or something else, how does it work. If you'll show them, actually, if you'll show the different, there are whatever you are teaching. For example, you are teaching the kaleidoscope, tell them to make this kaleidoscope. So it is then only the students can, this age and this generation can learn this in that way. First you can show the video, and then you can go ahead. So if you search the multimodal instruction, you will get in that if you search it, you will get it. Next, the digital literacy and data analysis. Teach students how to critically evaluate and analyze the digital information, including the scientific data, graphs, and chart. If you see, nowadays the students are they are very habitual. If we are giving them any homework, a set of questions, they would like to search it on the internet and they wish to get it. So we can teach the students to how to collect the digital information, how to collect the scientific information, because on the internet you will get a number of information, number of points you will get, but out of that which one you should, for explanation of this and that, the graph or the charts will work or something else. So as like the digital literacy and the digital analysis is we need to explain our students. Next, the integrate data analysis tools and the software applications into the science lessons to enhance the uh, quantitative reasoning skill and the scientific approach. So integrate the data analysis tools. Yes, the data analysis tool we can use different type of software applications we can use. Culturally relevant pedagogy. Incorporate culturally relevant examples, perspectives, and phenomena into the science instruction to make the learning meaningful and relatable for all students. Recognize and value diverse the cultural backgrounds, experiences. For example, nowadays it's a summer season is going on in India. So the students like to drink the water from the refrigerator. So but if you'll see the Indian culture, we give preference to the earthen pot, the water from the earthen pot. So what is the importance of that? What is the scientific reason behind it? Why in India, if you'll see, they it's suggested to us that before 6 o'clock, 6:30, maximum 7 o'clock, we should finish our meal and then we can do our work. So before sleeping 2 hours, you should finish your food, or you should finish your dinner. So why it is so? Why it is told? Many a times it happens that we are telling to the students and they are not doing. But traditionally, I do agree that all the traditional things are not scientifically correct. But whatever it is, if we can correlate it, we how to we can do it. Next, formative assessment practices. The formative, they implement formative assessment strategies such as concept mapping, review, and self assessment to monitor students' progress, identify misconceptions, and provide timely feedback for learning improvement. See, they implement formative assessment strategies. We need to change our formative assessment. Whatever now, normally what we do, we are using the diagnostic test, achievement test to check. But what we can do, we can use the different type of technology techniques. For example, concept mapping. How does, for example, the parts of the heart or the work of the heart, then we can tell them to draw your concept map. Then peer review, how the other students are doing. Many times I'm telling, out of that, only few children have the good presentation and that. So what I'm doing that, whoever is doing good, I'm giving them the very good remarks and I'm showing in the whole class. Even the students are not listening because they are very tedious to write. So if you will give them remarks and if you will show them whatever the one of students is not doing very good, so we can show that same notebook, who is having the good presentation, and then we can tell them that only I am the teacher that who can teaching you both of, but see his presentation and your presentation, her presentation and your presentation, so they can understand. So peer review, they have to review the other who are doing the good things. And self assessment, in that self assessment you can give the set of questions or tell them to ask the 5 questions to that particular point, how, why, as like 5 questions, so they can 5 W's, whatever. So that they can ask and they can go ahead with that. To monitor the students progress, identify misconceptions. Yes, misconception, then many students have the misconceptions. Now How we can get that? Because there are many students are in our class. So whenever we are framing the MCQs, whenever we are framing the questions, we do categorize the question paper in the four categories of science. That is understanding, second memorization, remembrance, understanding, remember, analyze, and apply application. So first we are framing the questions on the understanding, that is concept based. Second, we are in the memorization. Now why, now just I told that the traditional approach will not come, will not work here. But yes, periodic table, for example, periodic table, for example, laws, for example, definitions, no one can change, right? For example, Pythagoras law, for example, the uh, there are many laws statement and that. So that law law, Mendeleev law, the Doberanus law, we cannot change it, right? They have to do it as it is, right? And that's why we can use this type of different methods to make them understand. Yes, the then use the assessment data to inform instructional decisions and differentiate the data into the individual, and we can understand the individual students need. For example, some can memorize it once they, when they are reading, it's getting they can do it very well, they are understanding it, they are grasping it. But some cannot do it. So we need to understand our students, what is the what is the thing behind it. And after the then after that, we can personally guide to the students. See, exactly what is the percentage exactly we getting. For example, first you have conducted a first assessment, and you will get that we are doing the analysis, data analysis. If the students are scoring high, means that means they have understood that type of concept. And if the student is not getting the good marks, means they have not understood that concept, right? So that's why we are, whenever we are framing the question paper, we need to understand, we need to take this in our brain. There should be the four things that questions we should frame as: understanding, second, I'm again repeating, uh, understanding, remembrance, analyzing, and application. If the student have clear understood the topic, then he can memorize, then don't have to mug up the things, they don't have to buy hard the things. If they know understanding and remembrance is there, then they can analyze the data, whatever the data is there in front of them, they can analyze. And fourth is, then that knowledge they can apply, then that knowledge they can apply, if this all three criterias are clear for them. So we need to frame our question paper in that. We need to have the sections accordingly, A, B, C, and D. You can see that many students in my class, many students are as like they can do the MCQs very well, many students can do the theoretical very well. So it's as we need to understand, and some are doing the both at half half. So as like students everywhere, you will get everywhere, and then accordingly we can guide them. Next, the global and societal issues. Explore global and societal issues such as climate change, biodiversity loss, and public health through the scientific lens. Engage students in the discussions and research projects that address real world challenges and empower them to become informed citizens capable of making evidences based decisions. See, uh, some students, all I do agree, not all students, but some students loves their languages, and that, whatever the current situation is there now, we all over the world we are facing the global warming. So when the student was learning it, students understood it. In the geography, in the sciences, he was learning that, and he wrote a poem, very nice poem he wrote. So in this way we can enhance our students, we can show them the public what is the climate change and whatever the problems we are facing it, and why the education is given to you for that, to use this all the types of. Now for example, there is a climate change. Why the climate change, global warming, what are the reasons for the global warming, then this and this, why we should not use the this fossil fuel or something else. What is the remedy for the remedy for it, what else we can use. So automatically, at least I do agree, all the students cannot be they will not be um, what we can say, they will not be very active or they will not start immediately research, but at least out of 100, if the 10 students, 5 students will do that, it's enough. It's, I think it's a very good uh, that we did, very good thing that we did. Now the next is ethical considerations and scientific inquiry. Ethical consider foster the ethical reasoning and responsible conduct of the science by discussing the ethical considerations related with the scientific research, technology development, and the environmental stewardship. Sorry. Foster ethical reasoning and a responsible conduct of science. See, we need to make, see, whatever, if we will see, if we are thinking that global warming, who is responsible? Only human. If I will ask to you, me, or anyone else, they will say that no, I am not alone the part of it. So who is responsible? Indirectly the human race is responsible for that, right? So we need to make them understand we are the nation builders. We teachers are the nation builders, so we can consider, we can teach the students in this way, so that we can improve their ethical considerations and the scientific inquiry. So whatever the things they are seeing, they should see with the scientific approach. The technology development, again the scientific research. If problem solving should be there, if you are facing the problem, yes, what is, how you can use the science, or how you can use the knowledge to solve that problems. So that we need to explain. So these are the many methods that I discussed. Next, the lifelong learning skill. Yes, this lifelong learning skill, the multivate lifelong learning skills such as critical thinking, information literacy, and adaptability that are essential for success in an ever challenging world. Empowering students to take ownership of their learning and development, to develop a growth mindset towards the science and the learning in the generations. Yes, the lifelong learning skill, we need to develop the lifelong learning skill in them. So cultivate a lifelong learning skill such as critical thinking, information literacy. Yes, the information you will get much and more, but in that also which is scientific, which is correct. Adaptability, yes, we need to adapt the things, because many students cannot bear the change. Many students cannot bear the change, they cannot digest the no, in case of behavior or in case of the study or in case of the any concept. So we need to make them understand. So there are different challenges that we are facing because the type of learners are different. So we need to understand the type of learners, and then we can go ahead with our different teaching methodologies. So this example, this I told the many more different examples and the methodologies that we can teach, you can implement in the 21st century in the science. So we will
Thank you so much, ma'am, for each content presentation which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. Now, ma'am, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Welcome back, ma'am. Welcome back to our participant, dear IGP knowledge seeker. Please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinар certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification and online quiz competition. Ma'am, I think after a wonderful presentation, our participant can understand the topic very clearly. That's why no questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional work. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am. Honorable ma'am, before I move to the next, if you want to leave this studio, you can. Dear IGP Knowledge is time for the webinar certification. This is the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP Knowledge is time for the webinar certification. This is the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. কি বলছে? Certification process. Visit www.edurgp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching opening part 1, move to the next video. Learning test passing mark 80%. If pass back to the course again to download your certificate. If fail to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I'm going to share the procedure again. Visit www.edurgp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find the learning session and get enrolled. After watching opening part 1, move to the next video. Learning test passing mark 80%. If pass back to the course again to download your certificate. If fail to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP Knowledge, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. We change a few processes for online quiz competition. Note that after live, no one can participate. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Visit www.edurgp.com. Sign up or sign in. Without this, you cannot join live quiz competition anymore. Browse the live quiz button and give a link. Find the station name and join with the logged website or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join. Enjoy an online live quiz competition. After the quiz, we will issue certificate for top 10 as previously, which you can find on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Profession. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. With 18 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. First question is, science teaching is ideal for the constructive classroom because you can. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right. Our second question is, believed in teaching science in school. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 38% people are right. Our third question is, what is Mr. Todd teaching in science? Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 38% people are right. Our next question is, in stream teaching scenario, science is just science. Is it true or false? Option 2 is the right answer. 94% people are right. Our next question is, new science teachers started teaching science in England. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 69% people are right. Our next question is, which is more suitable in teaching of science? Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right. Our next question is, the art and science of teaching instruction in teaching methods. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 88% people are right. Our eighth question is, topic in analysis session about teaching strategy in teaching science. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 94% people are right. Our second last question of the session is I first started teaching in science. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 93% people are right. Our last and final question of the session is supported teaching adverbs in the school science. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in your top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in your top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in your top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on official group instead of global professional. At the end of our session, we can say properly feed your skill. Never stop learning, cause life, never stop teaching us. Be happy, stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in the program. If you want to live a happy life, try to your goal, not people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I start, hit the like button. Again, want to thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.